Greetings, my people. Mr. Yasho Velengasho. Yasho, the man with many names. Professor Nyanganilanga, ilanga libalela abathathu becambelele. Umzukulu wakashangase. Phila bomalume. Abomshana njalo. Abomshana kushangase. I-firstborn wenyama. Abakhona laba abangaphambi kwami abaphila ngomoya. Abangakhonanga ukuba kanye nathi kulo mhlaba. Basishiya besabancane. Kepha idala zethu ezinhle lezi ezinganasono, sorry. So in my family lineage, we do have a history. Not my lineage. Lineage is vast. My close parents from my mother, my grandmother, father, my mother, yes. Yeah, that's about it. And some of my grannies, my granny's sister, who is my mother's mom, she has sisters. One of the sisters, if I'm not mistaken, also experienced miscarriage in the family. So why I'm telling you this, some of you know this, some of you don't know this. I'm a very open person. I share a lot of things that I've gone through, not to brag and show off to the world my masculinity, if that's the right pronunciation. English is not my mother tongue. I'm Zulu boy. But anyways, this video is meant to send out a word of inspiration, a word of encouragement, a word that develops and strategizes critical thinking. By all means, because New Year, we update our concepts, we update our copyright. Each year we update our copyright. We have to keep on updating, we have to keep up in time. Technology is very vast and fast and moving and growing. You know, we were talking about flying cars. I heard about this from my teacher, Miss Glanville, I think grade 8 or grade 9, I can't remember, Mazin Toti High. Miss Glanville believed in flying cars, and she believed that the future, she was talking about this future where I'm at now, 2000. Back then I was a light, but I've never seen these flying cars. But I remember that these flying cars were always there since the 1970s or 60s, I can't remember. I saw a documentary on DSTV, how they would, push the car, and they would jump in as the car catches motion, they fall off the cliff and they fly. But to tell you the truth, I would never fly that car if I was present at that time. That car looks scary, man. I don't think I'd own a flying car too if should there be one. I remember being told by someone, I don't know who told me this, but I didn't validate it because, in the past I didn't validate most things. I was still caught up in my sleep. Now I'm wide awake to my calling. So, started off last year, 2024. I was awake the whole year. It was good, and I'm feeling good. And if I look back to my past, where I come from, not as a kid, in my early 20s, because that's when the problem became severe. I was still carrying some of my childhood traits of being shy, of being, I don't know, uyishavuna. you Zulu guys or Buffers, you'll understand me. You like me, you Zulu. Yes, not to say we all Zulus here. I love Xhosas, I love Shanganis. We all together. Come on, be my family. Subscribe on my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook. I'm Darren Said. But I'm Shangas at the same time. But I'll tell you everything about me. Don't worry. The time has come for me to really establish all that is here. Business ideas. All these business ideas were embedded within me by Christ, Jesus Christ, who is our high priest and Lord Savior, also a king, sitting on the right hand side of the throne next to a Father's throne in heaven, interceding for us. As we pray, he also prays to the Most High that these are my people that I have shed blood for. Please save them and uplift them and forgive their sins. So that has made it easier, not like way before there was a tabernacle. Before Christ came, you had to slaughter animals, depending on what animal you can afford. Yes. And the high priest will be there and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm not there. My message to you is, I would like you to open your eyes, my people. As much as I am exposed to the whole world, but I am in South Africa. I'm a South African, Ilovo Township, C-section. But I love all sections in my hood. I love the whole hood. And I love everyone in the hood. My brothers, A-section, B-section, you name it. Some of you I've met through Facebook. We keep meeting in person, yes, exchanging numbers, because we're all legends. Ilovo Township is a township that has showed me great potential. Where Nasisi, yes, comes from. I'm very proud to be part of Ilovo. And I remember I shared the same dream when I was Nasisi's age. I believe that back then, as much as we didn't have support from our families, like how these youth of today, the 2000s, have access or have support families, because it differs from generation to generation. Some in my generation were supported by their parents, yes, of course, and this depended on the income of the household and the stability or the flow of your income, everything running smoothly. We all have financial breakdowns. At some point, we rise up, we fall again, up and down, we rise. But some of us are wealthy, yes. But anyways, I won't say unfortunately, because I don't come from a poor family. I will be spitting on my granny's face, since my granny has been and always been the breadwinner. And yes, there were times my mommy took care of me when I was the only child back then. She had a salon. I remember she'd buy me clothes. I heard stories. Up until she got a job in Pussy Hotel, I think early 2000s. I was still in high school then. And that's the last job I think she had. She almost died and she left the job. After that, she never looked back up until she reached the ages whereby it's hard to be employed. But I came up with an idea 2015 that no man, let's open a shop and let's sell and be partners. But the whole aim was to build something that will generate an income, and I was praying so hard that this business will be successful, and looking at the geographical ways of things in terms of area, how far is it closest shop.
Yeah, that's what's up. We love. Shout out to DBN one time. Spliff Entertainment. Shout out to Slim, man. Okay, let's get it. Keeping it real. Check. Shout out to the homies. We out here keeping it real, bro. I probably got my Benz and drop it and kick it real slow. And nigga been broke. Ain't nobody give me shit, bro. Career been slow. They be plotting on the kid, dog. See, I be trying to get it in bag just for the fam. I'm iller with the music. My product is on demand. My swag 10 out of 10. My cat is in his tenant. I represent the life of a nigga stuck in the ghetto. See, if I get a clipper, I'ma flip it to a grand. Make it multiply. I want them honeys on my name. Sick of rebel nigga, need my money in the case. The industry is owing me $1 million a mention. Hizi njazabi ziyangifakela. Ezaseka slam ziyangifundela. Bafika makusho, namgatela. I told them let us in. What's right there? Oh yeah, we came from the dirt, now we dusting it off. I need that cheese, need my cook, get that chicken and bar. I need that piece of that cake, a beamer or a Benz, and tell them open up, y'all are smeared in a pond. Oh yeah, we came from the dirt, now we dusting it off. I need that cheese, need my cook, get that chicken and bar. I need that piece of
25 December, it was Christmas when I heard the news. And I was weak back then, very troubled. I come now and then, my mom is setting a demand. You trust me. I used to demand, not even ask. You know, when my mom would question me, you just took $100 not so long ago, you want to take another, something like that. I'd end up demanding money. Up until there was a time where, as much as I don't remember clearly, but I just gave up on the shop after hearing comments that I've been spending money. But I just believe, not to say that I don't trust my mom, don't get me wrong, and not to say maybe I don't believe her or whatever. But after that incident, after that moment, 25 December, when I heard the news and my girl told me, after her being silent for a whole day, because she called me, or I don't remember I called. I think she called me because she wasn't taking my calls at the time. We were just apart. I didn't even bond with my baby. There was one time when I saw a baby that it was, pumping up. She was a small, possible girl. She was young at the time, 19, and I was 27. But she had a kid. Yes, she had a kid. She got pregnant when she was 17 in matric, and when I met her, we were working at CCI together, 2015, that is, and she was 19. I thought I was 2 years old. Yeah, but she gave me a kid, and that kid lives with me spiritually. As much as I haven't done what I was told by Inyanga, a traditional healer, that I traveled so far, and my intentions were not to hear or consult or find out what our ancestors telling me or what's wrong with me. No, at that time I was making money because I was working in CCI, and it was enough for me. I managed. I wasn't in any substance that drugs or anything like that controlled me. I just smoked marijuana, drank alcohol, but I was weak. Whenever I'd become hurt or face any dilemma, especially in a relationship, so tough. Relationships are so tough. I don't ever want to have those feelings that I felt, because I didn't trust a girl when time went by, and it's hard to maintain a relationship where there's no trust. I didn't trust her because she wasn't the girl that I actually saw in my eyes and noticed, and oh wow, love at first sight, something like that. I had an eye for a friend of hers. When they were all strangers in my eyes, I looked back, I looked at the chick, I even looked back. I don't know, maybe at that time, this girl noticed me, the one that ended up being my baby mama, because I fell in love with her. The way when we decided to take things on, because she led me on. She told a colleague of mine, we were in the same department. I was absent from work that day. She came and sat on my place because I don't know what was wrong with her place there in the department, but she had to work from our department, and she was closer to this chick, Timbiso or something like that. I can't remember her name clearly. But she was a friend as well, yeah. So basically, this girl, that's her name. Sorry to mention her name, but anyways, some of you know it's not a secret. But sorry if you come across this or anyone tells you about this that I'm mentioning your name and stuff like that. I'm not bad mouthing you or anything like that, but I'm just sharing this video. So it's not edited. I don't have tools. I'm using what I have this current moment. I'm struggling with small income, not even from my business endeavors. It's just money that I'll explain some other time. Oh no, let me not show you. You know, guys. Most of you know. I'm schizophrenic. Well, they've labeled me schizophrenic. I collect meds in Printing Shieli. I wasn't on meds, it was just injection. But when these schizophrenic episodes occur, not to shift away from what I was saying, but you would bear with me. Damn, I didn't sleep last night. So I was working all night. So yes, I'm tired now, exhausted. It's just that there's a lot I want to share with you guys, and I'm excited and rushing to be able to make beautiful videos and edit them, sound, everything professional. But this also inspires me as an entrepreneur, or should I say a social entrepreneur, because that's who I am. I've realized that that's who I am. That's how I'm gonna address myself, a social entrepreneur. But I'm still gonna research it in depth. But I understand that a social entrepreneur is an entrepreneur who invests in community outreaches and community development, personal development, community based, whether rural areas or urban townships, whatsoever. Community, where there's a community of people, there's service that is needed to be rendered by the high officials or the government or whoever is leading that country, whether it's a king or queen, or prime minister. You know what I'm trying to say. So, not to drift away, but to be honest, I'm exhausted, guys. I didn't sleep since last night. I was working, doing research, writing. So I'm exhausted. I'm gonna rest now. This video is quite long, yes, 70 minutes, 50, but not that long. Sometimes I'd push it to 30 minutes because I have a lot to share. But I'm gonna keep it short and simple. And I know I'm gonna have a problem with this video in Facebook. It's not gonna show the whole clip. I don't know how, but I remember before I used to be able to send out videos on my YouTube page and they'll play the video, all the video. You won't cut the video in half or anything like that. So I don't know, but I'm also gonna try and post it on Facebook. But please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Even if you're a stranger, you don't know me, you're seeing this guy that thinks he's maybe a motivational speaker or whatever he thinks. We all come across that once. I remember once I've met strangers where I'd look at this person and I'd feel disgusted. And that was the devil working in me. I now don't just meet a stranger and feel some type of way. No, you gotta hurt me first in order for me to open my eyes, and not only my flesh eyes but my spiritual eyes, so I can see through you and visualize the fakeness and the danger in you, or danger you possess that could affect my life should I keep you by my side? So I make decisions based on actions. You can come and tell me about so and so was gossiping about you. Trust me, I'll never approach a person and tell him, hey, so and so told me this and that. Then that's basically unnecessary drama because that person, one, either will deny it and you feel stupid and say maybe you go back to the person you heard it from, hey, tell him, and you just told me, and that's now you putting fire towards these two. The other is like, hey, you're a wimpy, you're a spy, whatever. No, wimpy, sounds right. So wimpy, cool. You're a sellout. Yes, you're a bar. For what our niggas called. Oh, rat. I never rat. We never teeter. Yes. So, anyways, you'll find inspiration wherever you find me. You know, there was a message that I wanted to say when I picked up my phone. I was doing some other stuff, getting ready to sleep. But I was going to, be on my phone for a while, chat a little, and then I'll sleep. I need to wake up in the morning too, give my sister a walk, to catch taxis to university, and straight from the stop, taxi stop, I'll have to walk to the municipality offices to ask I don't know if she's a secretary of the councillor of my ward or she's an assistant. I don't know what level she is or what to call her. Secretary or personal assistant. I don't know, but I have to go and ask for information as in when because I don't have any time and I don't want to phone the council. I want to go there and ask the lady. It's been more than almost 2 weeks now. You haven't came back to me. I did everything that the council said I must do. So why hasn't he called me to fill in that motivational letter? As much as I'm running behind with a few things, I need to type a letter to the municipality because I'm looking for land that is owned by the municipality. I want to use it for some business, or by a recycling company. I have nothing to hide. The recycling company that I started in 2016, but 2016 didn't even last. By December, that business was down. My schools were closed, so I wasn't working. Even if I was working, I wasn't making any money. I had no sponsors. I was afraid to in that presentation to mention that I need funding. And as much as you can't fund something that you haven't seen working or benefiting these so-called individuals that are youth that you are going to be working with, we first have to see the progress to be able to know what we're paying for. Is it beneficial? Not to throw it away. So I didn't mention no money, but that gave me experience. I was informed. One thing I got out from that presentation was I must keep my presentation short and simple, straight to the point. Don't take long, roughly 15, not to even 30 minutes, 15 minutes basically. Don't remember how many minutes they told me, but in my experience now, 15 minutes. Trust me, I'm gonna be negotiating. I did move. I think it was 2008, 2000. I don't remember, but it was early 2000s when we had this company, Autumn Skies Entertainment. We registered it in Bergville. In the house at that moment, it was CAPC had a different name, or has it always been CAPC? Come on, man. I think there was another name, CAPC had gone by, and I think CAPC is a new name. It's changed, but I'm not too sure. But that time, I was still clueless of businesses and CAPC, how they register. I didn't know, I had a clue that you register, you can use your phone, because then there were smartphones then. It was maybe 2004, if I'm not mistaken, or 2003 or 5, but it was before 2007. It was before 2007. 2007 is when I had to travel to Moy River and stay there to do my driver's license. 2007, that's the year that I got my driver's license. And why I had to travel is not because of maybe me getting a strategy for me to pass and get my license. No, I was robbed, and I was robbed by a friend, or a person that was once a friend, a real gangster killer. But may his soul rest in peace. As much as he robbed me, that's the last moments we shared. We met after that incident, but we greeted each other, but we didn't, or he didn't act like how he used to act to me, because he would come by, even greet my mom, then after that I come out, we talk. I can't really remember back then most of the things where we end up. I remember he used to live, or maybe it was once, not occasionally, but maybe it was once, he left his gun with me, you know. I remember I was headed home, but I don't remember now. The only memory and vision I have is being there, first left. If you guys know where I stayed, Komen, right Ukala, or left Ukala, crossing, whatever you call it. Before Fiega, let's just be Yangisha Kwalamina, my stop. So the first right, or the first left, whatever you call it, but first right, let's say, that's where we met. I remember that's where we met. So you subscribers, or you listeners, you watching this, if you're familiar with my township area, you know the place I'm talking about. As I was starting in the steep hill, about to walk, maybe, okay, I'm not good with miles, kilometers, whatever. Anyways, I was almost home, but I don't remember seriously if I went home with that gun, because that gun, I don't know, maybe I was very short, but it was, hey, I'm not good with guns, but it's not a 9mm, but it was a big gun, not a rifle, but it was a gun, handgun. Anyways, I'm glad with that, with me sharing that with you. It's for you to understand the people and the person I come from. I was surrounded by real killers, not a lot of killers, but this man, I don't want to mention his name. I'm not scared of anything, but I don't want to mention his name. Something is telling me, the spirit is telling me, don't mention any names. Yes. So this guy was a killer, ruthless killer, robber. He was a criminal, and at that time, I was also into crime, doing housebreaking. It's not in my local area. This is a story of another day. I don't want to end up being in trouble, because sometimes people will just make decisions based on your spoken word, or a spoken word, especially from us artists. Since I'm a hip hop artist, I'm also a poet. Okay, I am a poet. I'm a writer. Mr. Entertainment himself. I love entertaining people. This is entertainment itself, which is educational. Just we're having a chat so that you get to know me. And thank you. This video is like 30 minutes. It's gonna stretch, but I'm gonna cut it soon. So yeah, I appreciate you for staying with me all the way this far and listening. Not so long ago I said I'm gonna cut this video short, but I'm just going with the flow. I didn't write anything down or anything like that. I'm just speaking through my mind. Yes. So I've said a lot and I'm exhausted, you know. Plus, I smoke marijuana. I want you guys to know that. Smoke cigarettes, but I'm planning to quit cigarettes. This past few 2 days, um, let me relate one. Um, as unprofessional this may seem to some of you that are my mentors or that have mentored me, maybe even those that I haven't met, like your Robin Sharmas, Les Browns, Jim Ron, hey, so many of them. Uh, there's this other dude, a white dude, for all his name too. As much as I haven't been listening to any of the new stuff, I just flip and I've met new people like Andrew Tate. Yes, I think I'm gonna listen to Andrew Tate. I love how he addresses his motivation and drops them, and the expressions in his voice. You feel that this man is on fire. He knows what he's talking about. He is worth hundreds and hundreds of millions. That gives me goosebumps. To listen to him on YouTube, for me, it's like we're interacting already. We are in a conversation. We are connected because I believe in telepathy. As much as okay, I'm not too sure if it's an Asian thing. I need to validate that where it belongs, telepathy. But I believe Asian. Your Chinese, your Hindus. I believe that's Asian. I'm not too sure. I'm smart. Yes, it's not like I was gonna say I'm not smart for me not to know what Asia or Asian or what forms Asian, which countries form the Asian part, and where telepathy is from. Because I've studied this, I've researched this, but some of the things I forget. But I know I'm gonna remember them when I come out of this initiation, because I'm undergoing an initiation to be Inyanga in Zulu, my home language, which basically is a traditional healer. And English makes these things different. There's a herbalist, there's a traditional healer. I don't know what's the difference. For me, it's the same. A traditional healer is also a herbalist. Some traditional healers don't give out igubu for power, for ukthwala, yes,
a female weapons, them open up, that's million upon.
Dala ngihamba manje umzimba ufuna ukuphumula lala madimoni asemahlombe ngiyabakhumula kade ngehla ngenyukuna kanye funa ukudubula lahla amajerabo bona belahla amathawula mangisho uhuzo kusukuzobola upoloni usetshonalanga mina ngisempumankoloni shaye repekasi kuthina kuhamba ne-economy shaye somaphuza amahuza amafihle amagoni makhala mdabwele ungaphakamisi plazini nasekhanda ngiyasangana ngidinga amaphilisi maqhomo mdabwele ungahlanganisi bheka ihithi ikhathana yestudio njengo-anyanisi government avele upha kubasket osabela ngabo uzovuka kwikhasketi plazini namajensi ayangilandela njenge-magnet nalamavese ngwakhafula yasayikhande.
Oh yeah, we came from the dirt, now we dusting it off. I need that cheese, need my cup, get that chicken and bar. I need that piece of that cake, a female weapons, and tell them open up, that's million upon. Yo, yeah, we came from the dirt, now we dusting it off. I need that cheese, need my cup, get that chicken and bar. I need that piece of that cake, a female weapons, and tell them open up, that's million upon. Check.
Hey, ngiphume esidlekeni ekuseni ngifuna imali la ngakhona ngifuna ukuyongena ey'ntweni unamahuzu laphile empeni aletha ukuphila kuleli khona buka imikhuba yempeni angithi hip-hop iyangifelela kodwa ngisakhali kakhulu ngoba iskili siyantshelela lethi imali yami ngithihlelele ngisebenze kakhulu la ngangambusha ngiheleze uphume ekhaya uthi uyophanda imali emayini awubeka ngani usetafuleni
inkohlakaliso eyenzeka phansi kwelanga nenyanga. La sikhona nje sibona khona nje ububi sibe khona ukuthi sibususe. Kuyoya ngokuthi lobo bubi-ke buvele kanjani, ngoba njengoNkulunkulu uqobo lakhe siyanikana amathuba okuthi indoda nendoda or umuntu nomuntu aguqule inhliziyo yakhe, azibone ububi bakhe ukuthi emphakathini sengenze ukuthi ngadlengela ukuthi nokuthi yini na bengisebumnyameni, kodwa uJesu usefikile kumina. Kumele urealize ukuthi no, uJesu lo ufikile kumina wazongivula amehlo wangitshela ukuthi mntanami mina ngikudalanga ube nje, wasebenza nangonembeza nenhliziyo yakho wayithambisa, kodwa konke kulele kuwena futhi ngamandla akho. Kodwa-ke ngoba-ke wavuma yathamba inhliziyo akusebenze uNkulunkulu, usindeke kanjalo. Mese yakuhola endleleni yakho, akubusise futhi undlondlobale kuthi uthwele, kanti wena usiza abantu and wenza zonke izinto ngendlela o-receive-a ngayo ama-message kumdali wakho. Ngoba thina abanye bethu nje asibona abalandeli, kepha sabaholi, sinezimvu okumele sizihole sizise ekhaya ezulwini. Yebo, uzongizwa ukuthi ngiyikholwa, ngiyi-Christian, kodwa ngikholelwa emadlozini. Yebo, kunjalo. Kodwa isitori sangelinye ilanga